Namaskar. A warm welcome to all of you to manage Krishi Gandhi Knowledge Lecture Series. Manage proposes to organize Manage Krishi Gandhi Knowledge Lecture Series by eminent persons from varied fields of agriculture and development to motivate and inspire the professionals. And this series will invite outstanding personalities to manage to share their knowledge essence through live lectures to all our faculty members, trainees, students, and invitees from the leading institutions. The Manage Krishi Gandhi Knowledge Series lecture will be recorded as video films to share through Manage YouTube channel and social media channels so as to reach to a larger audience that includes officers from state departments of agriculture and allied sectors, faculty members of agricultural universities, samitis, and EIs, and also scientists of KVKs and agripreneurs, non-governmental organizations, and public at large. And a total of 12 such lectures are planned for 2021-22 by the Center for Capacity Building of Agri Institutions. And today we have Dr. V.V. Sadamate, and there is a session on intention of agricultural extension, my experiences. So we welcome Dr. V.V. Sadamate sir to speak on intentions of agricultural extension, my experiences. Welcome, sir. Now I request our Director General, Dr. P. Chandrasekhara, to kindly introduce Dr. V.V. Sadamate, today's speaker. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jaya. On behalf of Manage family, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the friend of Manage, the guide of supporter of Manage, Dr. V.V. Sadamate ji, to manage Krishi Gandhi Knowledge Series lecture.
Thank you.
On behalf of entire Manage family and all the extension professionals who are going to listen this talk. Sir, Dr. Jaya already highlighted the very purpose of Krishi Gandhi Knowledge Series lecture. We have large number of extension functionaries spread across the country. They deal with farmers on day-to-day basis. Not only transfer of technology, they also try to absorb some of the drudgeries followed by troubling the farmers. So his role is more than just a transfer of technology. He is also a friend, philosopher, and guide to the farmer. He should not be carried away by day-to-day problems he faces in this problem in his profession. For that, he need to have a broader vision, leadership, and motivation in order to keep up his spirit and to link with the rich experience of prominent professionals in the field of agricultural extension. Krishi Gandhi Knowledge Series lecture is organized. The direct audience of this Krishi Gandhi lecture are managed faculty and other partners, directors and faculty members of samitis, directors and faculty members of EAs or direct audience. Once the talk is over for 45 minutes, another 15 minutes, it is a free time where the listeners can interact with the speaker. This 1 hour program is converted into a edited film that will go to a Manage YouTube channel, and also it will reach more than 1 lakh individuals and institutions working for agriculture development across the world. This is the purpose of Krishi Gandhi Knowledge Series lecture. And for this important talk series, it is my privilege to welcome you again, sir, and to give a brief introduction of Sadamate sir. Actually, Sadamate sir needs no introduction among agriculture development functionaries and extension functionaries across the country, but it is my religious duty to introduce him. Dr. Sadamate She was born in a small village in Sangli district of Maharashtra called Dising during 1953. Later, he completed his primary education in the same place. Then, naturally, he loved agriculture. He completed his BSc Agriculture from Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Pune. Later, you can just imagine during that time, a boy from a Dising village, he made it to most premier institutions in the country, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, for pursuing MSc in Agricultural Extension. Later, he completed PhD in Agricultural Extension. Of course, he continued his academic pursuit. He completed his postdoc from Michigan State University as a Fulbright scholar. This is one of the rarest of the rare honor normally, agriculture professionals get. And he participated in several international conferences related to climate change and agriculture development issues, and organized by United Nations in different point of time. So after completing his education, he joined as a junior scientist in ICR. That is the highest aspiration of any agriculture graduate, joining ICR. So he proved it actually. But the destiny is somewhere else. He shifted to Krishi Bhavan to stay there forever. So for next nearly from 82 to 2005, nearly 23 years, he spent his great service in Krishi Bhavan as a Director of Agricultural Extension, Additional Commissioner of Agricultural Extension Management. During this time, he gave an identity for not only extension professionals, for all the professionals who work for agriculture development, an identity in Krishi Bhavan. You ask anybody, if he is going to Krishi Bhavan, he will knock the door of Dr. Sadamate, he will say hello to them, get all the help, he will take lunch there and he comes back. So that kind of true extension man spirit was demonstrated by Dr. Sadamate ji as a professional. And later he joined as advisor agriculture to Planning Commission from 2005 to 2013. And that was another great period for all the extension professionals. For the first time, he opened the doors of Planning Commission of India for every sincere and committed, hardworking extension professionals in this country to participate in the policy making process which guide the entire nation. That is one of the greatest opportunity he created by virtue of his position for every extension professionals. He played key role in preparation of 11th plan approach paper in agriculture and even the 12th plan, especially in agricultural extension. He took a lot of interest. That is the time where National Mission on Agricultural Extension, it was introduced. So some of his very important contributions which stay forever. Number one, pilot testing of Atma in collaboration with World Bank and Manage. So Sir played very important role. We talked about very critical issues which are bothering about agricultural extension. Later, upscaled to half of the country during 2001, and later entire country now the Atma is being implemented. And another important contribution is preparation of 11th and 12th plan approach paper, which guide the generations to come, because it considered all the issues which are bothering in different directions, agriculture development, and also provided a solution. And that is on a true participatory spirit. So these are all very important contribution, but otherwise, Sir got several awards from national and international organizations, recognitions. He is part of virtually every organization which functions for Development of Agriculture, especially in Extension. He's also Vice President of International Society of Extension Education. He's also Academic Committee member of National Institute of Agriculture Marketing and also Pantnagar Agriculture University. And many more associations are there, advisor to Indian Society of Agribusiness Professionals. So, and he also worked as consultant for FAO in India during 2013 to 2015. So this is in brief, but otherwise, I am yet to start actually introducing Salamate Saab. I'm not doing that because everyone in manage and in the field of agricultural extension, you are aware about Salamate Saab. Sir, with this, again, wholeheartedly extend a warm welcome to you to share your life experiences, which can benefit all of us. Thank you very much.
I must, thank, Honorable DG Sir and, Dr. Jaya for giving me this opportunity, to talk about, life experiences with reference to extension. And when I say life experiences, as Sir had mentioned that, I would prefer to begin with my village and then come to Delhi and then, we'll try to capture what all happened around, me in last, 40, 45 years. Journey is, very tough, very challenging, enjoying. And life itself is, a combination of, good and bad. And particularly as you cross, 50, 60, 70, you enjoy it. If you see it dispassionately, then every experience is worth enjoying, good or bad. Having said that, I must, again thank the learned audience, from manage, senior faculty under the leadership of DG Sir, those who have joined online, our student friends, Ataris, Sametis, KVKs, so on and so forth. In fact, I have been, talking to DG Sir and faculty and our extension audience, from time to time about, my, expectations and my intentions on extension. And having groomed, from the ministry and, through manage, through, World Bank project, etc. The central to, my thought process on extension, DG Sir, is the reforms. If we just think about, reforms and reforms and reforms, perhaps, the extension services in the country will be streamlined over a period of time. Now I begin. Point number one, as Sir had mentioned, a small village, only child of the parents, lost my father when I was 3 years old, I believe. And mother was the only, saver and protector and all that and all that. And she was, farm laborer. And I'm proud to say that I was son of, farm laborer. And every Saturday, Sunday, DG Sir, when I started, getting senses, maybe 8 years, 9 years, primary school, every Saturday and Sunday I used to join mother as an additional level force. So agriculture I did not have to learn. It came, naturally as, small farmer's son. And, working with the mother as an additional labor force on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you want me to, summarize my journey from agriculture laborer to agriculture advisor to Government of India, I mean, is the sum and substance of, my take on extension. Now, after completing, the schooling, getting into agriculture stream is again a destiny and a coincidence. One Mr. Sopan Vavre, fairly senior man retired from Bank of India, he was studying in Pune. So when I passed my, matriculation, he was in the village. So my mother took me to him and said, he has, passed now, 12th standard, 11th standard that time. And, what is next? So there were different options. Either I could have gone to, science stream in Sangli or Kolhapur. But Pune is a great attraction for, educational, matters, as like, Bangalore or Dharwad in Karnataka. And then I told my mother that I want to go to Pune. No Kolhapur, no Sangli, because Sangli, Kolhapur, I was visiting otherwise also. And then this Sopan Vavre, from my village, he said, okay, see, he asked my mother that I will take this, boy to Pune. And going to Pune was, star attraction. But now, as it happens with, small and marginal farmers or single parent headed family, the resource was a constraint as it happens, with, first generation. Yes, a struggle is very common, throughout the country, throughout, Asian countries, African countries. So I said, mother, I have to go. But the money that time required was approximately, 2,500 or 3,000. Now, mother had a buffalo and, a couple of goats. And, she had, determined that, Vishwanath, that is my first name, should not remain around me as, part-time laborer. He must move out. She said, nothing to worry. We will sell it off, that buffalo and, goats. And anyway, 3,500 or 4,000 was arranged, and then I went to Pune. Pune was another, very good experience, great college. And, willy-nilly, the extension faculty I started liking most. Dr. Thorat, Professor Rade, Professor Bohite. And, and they also, found, now I remember, they also found that, Sadamate was naturally inclined for, extension. And, better students, with good grades, they tried, soil science or genetics or plant breeding, etc. I was in the top, bracket, but then I did not, like any other subject than extension, particularly sociology, working with the farmers and then going to that selected block. Every agriculture college will have, that outreach block. And then every week, we used to go to that block. But I used to skip Pune and then go to that block, sometimes twice or thrice and interact with, farmers. And that is how, that initial interest in Pune Agriculture College in extension, that made, me very comfortable. So now, the village part is over. So now, better visibility. Now, you come to Pune now. Pune is now Pune Agriculture College, as I was mentioning, that, I had, a very strong inclination for extension as a subject matter. And Dr. Thorat, who was the head of the department, Professor Rade, who was, professor in Pune Agriculture College, they spotted it. And that's how I, sense it. Completed my BS Agriculture, and then Dr. Thorat and Dr. Rade, they had, family dinner one day, and then I was also called. Then, Professor Thorat asked me, Vishwanath, what is your next plan? I said, sir, I have to join a job, and then, agriculture officer's position, village extension officer's position was readily available. In 73, that is 69 to 73, I was in Pune Agriculture College. Dr. Thorat tells me, no, Vishwanath, this is, after dinner, he says, this is your ticket for visiting Delhi, IRI. And, the interviews are there. You just, send your application. And then they give me a ticket, money for my expenditure in Delhi, and then say that, goodbye, now you go to Delhi and try your luck in IRI. So much so that, Dr. J.G. Patil, who was doing his PhD, directly extension from Konkan, he was asked to, arrange, my stay And then Dr. Shitte was asked to, prepare me for 10, 15 days in advance, for the interview in IRI. And, Dr. Shitte, took it very, NB Shitte, very senior extension person. So that is how, from Pune, I came to IRI and then, competed for the admission and got into, Master of, Science in Agriculture Extension. And the subject which I liked at IRI, I started, developing deeper interest when I uh, was studying that, subject at IRI for my master's and PhD program. IRI was very enjoying this because, you have, students from all over the country, from abroad, and you get, different kind of uh, audience and interaction. And I feel that I took, great advantage of this, platform. Did my, MSc with, Dr. Sinha, and did, my PhD with, Dr. K.N. Singh. And the topics were, very interesting. For my master's, it was information comparison. Between different streams that you have VAW, passing on the information to the farmers. You have radio, television passing on the information to the farmers. You have a print media doing the similar kind of job. And I was supposed to compare the information dissemination process, through different media. And, I enjoyed that topic. When it came to the PhD, again, admission process was, very tough. Dr. K.N. Singh was in chair in the selection. But then, they saw my, master's level performance, and then PhD, the time was very tough for me because, Dr. K.N. Singh was my guide. And Dr. K.N. Singh was a very hard taskmaster. And I was little, easygoing type. Though, trying to, get best out of, IRI. But to get access to Dr. K.N. Singh was very tough. He was, a leader of leaders, a very tall man in extension. And I pay, full respects to, Dr. K.N. Singh and team. And you know all of them. Dr. K.N. Singh was, head of the department, subsequently joint director IRI. Dr. C. Prasad, one of the very well-known, name and extension. Dr. Y.P. Singh, Dr. S.N. Singh. During my period, there was Dr. G.L. Ray, Dr. B.C. Agrawal, Dr. P.N. Mathur, so on and so forth. But then, as DG sir has mentioned that postdoc was my another milestone that I thought that I should climb that. Got a very good opportunity little later, and through Fulbright fellowship I was selected, and joined Michigan, completed Michigan, but because of family circumstances, the program was split. They allowed me to continue 6 months in India and 6 months at Michigan campus, which suited me, because I had to take care of sons, and there were family compulsions also. Now, after completing the studies, I joined ICR for a while. For about 3 years, I was junior scientist with Indian Agriculture Research Institute. My first posting was at NDRI Karnal. And Karnal, though I was there for a short period, but I got very good guidance from Dr. Sundaresh. You must have heard his name. He was director of NDRI, but a person of a very strict discipline on academic line and campus discipline, etc. He was a great name. And another person whom I interacted at Karnal was Dr. T.S. Sohal. Out and out, the field man. In a week, he will carry his faculty and students in the field, at least for 3 days. And he used to say that Sadamate, the extension, reflects in the field. I remember his words. He used to say that, the field is the laboratory for extension. Field is the experiment, for extension. The interaction, with the farmers and farm women, farm youth, animal husbandry fellows, dairy fellows, because Karnal had, different audience. So that kind of, learning I had, for about a year or so. Then I was transferred to Bangalore. I was at NDRI Bangalore station. Bangalore gave me a very good networking, with the US Bangalore and other institutions. But then after 3 years, I came back to the ministry because Delhi was in my mind, for a job and better perspective. I thought that I should be around IRI, around ministry, and that happened. I joined the ministry as senior extension officer or a deputy director, became a joint director, additional commissioner, joint commissioner, etc. For about 10-15 years, I worked in the Directorate of Extension, and again, it's a golden opportunity. And they gave me, extension management, position. When TNB was almost at its peak, and that is point to be noted. I was senior extension officer, equivalent position of a deputy director, and Dr. Rahman was my director, and Dr. Ghoshal was joint director, and I was senior extension officer. But then I got wonderful opportunity to work with stalwarts, like Benoit, Mr. Baxter, campaign, and so many from the World Bank. And I had chance to work with the finest leaders in administration. Mr. Sood, who introduced TNB in Rajasthan, and TNB project in Madhya Pradesh, was additional secretary in Krishi Bhavan. And Mr. Shankar Narayanan, who was chief secretary of Karnataka, was joint secretary in extension. They were the finest leaders, administrators, and gave me a full freedom travel in different parts of the country and understand the basics of TNB program that time. And as you are aware, the training part, the visit part, the dynamics of World Bank review, the performance of TNB program over different states. I really enjoy it as a young scientist because unfortunately, that IRI training and ARS training has helped me to see the extension perspective in a better way. Though there were different models, but I was sold that time, for training and with the system, and I worked with Dr. Rahman, Dr. Amar Singh, Dr. Perumal, Dr. CSS Rao, and many others, from the Directorate of Extension, and worked with states very closely. While working on the World Bank project, and when Dr. Venkateshan sir was joint secretary, then this very idea of having manage came up, and while working with Benor and Baxter for the World Bank project, I very proudly I can say I was the one who put that line into the project document NAP1, that Center for Extension Management, and the kind of shape it has taken over a period of time, and to be headed it by extension professional is a matter of joy and proud for Sadamate. Working with Banor and Baxter and Dr. Venkateshan gave me another dimension because I had moved from senior extension officer to joint director to director. and more responsibility and opportunity, started coming in my way. But Venkateshan, outstanding, bureaucrat, very senior man in agriculture extension fraternity. And when I started working with the World Bank, visiting, sometimes Washington, visiting, the local office regularly, got me into, different level of confidence and, better exposure. Extension matters. Then, came AP1, National Agriculture Extension Project 1, Project 2, AP2, AP3. The whole country was, covered through, reforms. I was, the nodal point. Then, you all are aware that, Goel sir was there in Manage and Madam Rita Sharma was there in Krishi Bhavan. I would feel that that was the golden period for, extension reforms. So TNB was the base, but, we started, thinking about, reforms and what is next to TNB. And, it came through, NITP, and when I had a chance to work very closely with, managed team, Dr. Chandrasekhar sir, who was, sold out for, PPP. I think those 3 PPPs, public-private partnership, if there is one person who made it, sellable, I believe, it is Dr. Chandrasekhar sir. And then, Dr. Desai, very strong on academic line. Dr. Yamen, very strong man on, reforms line. Dr. VP Sharma, Dr. B.D. Tripathi, and Dr. Jaya, Uma, and, junior faculty. And it was, fun to, work with them. Fortunately, they were, very friends, almost like, family members. I enjoyed, that, period of, 6 to 7 years. Almost I was every month I used to be manage, and manage was our, what you can say, think tank. And, I used to be, with manage, and then we fan out to different states. And our contact with state, agriculture department was of a different, nature altogether. Because a managed representative, and that is, the principle that, if you have to strengthen your outreach in the field, then you have to have, your own, grilled man or a woman, in the state. And, research, that idea of having state consultants down the line at the state level, at the, zonal level, some of them were, at a junior, at the district level. I believe that has given a, tremendous opportunity for us, to look into the extension reforms during NATP. 7 states, 28 districts, and, you name a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you'll find, people in the, those, 28 districts, from Krishi Bhavan, from Manage, and the kind of, reforms agenda that we pushed, during NATP period. I believe, what we see the fruit of it, what I will say, a pluralism in extension. It is the basis of, those reforms period, which was, very heavily supported by, Madam Rita Sharma. Dr. Paroda sir was there as a DG, and, we had, a very good, project directors, NITP. Dr. Mrityunjay was there, Dr. I was there for a short period. Then others also, managed that unit, very heavily. When it came to, extension reforms through, field extension, then I was, the nodal point, with the joint secretary. That was, extension reforms, process. But when we talk about reforms, we thought of, samitis, and that is what, Dr. Jaya wanted me to, elaborate. What we thought that, the kind of reforms which are, driven by managers at the national level with the ministries and departments and states, the similar kind of an institution, Samiti, was conceived and established, throughout the country. And again, credit goes to the ministry and manage. It was almost like a mini manage, but taking, location-specific issues and driving the reforms, through Atma. Atma and KVK, in fact, I should, take a minute here and talk about, these two institutions. One of the finest arrangement, I will say, that, one is looking about, the frontline extension, KVK, and other institution looking into the field extension. And, those, those who have seen extension over a period of time will understand the fine difference between these two institutions. For the sake of understanding of our student friends, if they have joined, an extension is scientists working directly with the extension, and field extension is what has been demonstrated by the universities, by the ISR institutes, by the Krishi Vignan Kendras, will have to be taken to the field through a mechanism of blocks and villages and farmer friends and so on and so forth. Now let us talk a little bit more about the dimensions of reforms. HRD was a very strong part of reforms because unless you orient and reorient the field extension functionaries, the reforms will not happen on the ground. Number one. Number two, R&D linkages. How the extension and research gets linked at the state level, district level, county level, or the block level. That is what is very important. The third thing is, how to promote outreach of extension by promoting, chains of an extension service providers. There, again, Dr. Chandrasekhar sir had taken a lead and initiated the concept of, agribusiness, agri-clinic, agri-entrepreneurs. Came in, a strong intervention of media, came in a strong intervention of, farmer empowerment. And, day before I was talking to, Dr. Gowda sir and Dr. Chandrasekhar sir, that large number of commodity interest groups were formed. Large number of, self-help groups were formed under Atma. Large number of, networks where extension networks were developed, down the line up to the panchayat level. The, village extension workers. And, the very fine institution of farmer friend that time. Contact farmer during TNV period and farmer friend during our extension regime. It can be debated for and against. Good points about the mechanism, a bad point about the mechanism. But fortunately, over a period of time, about the last 15-20 years, now we have a very good ground to play on extension reforms. There are different models. You have a public sector extension, private sector extension, entrepreneurship-driven extension, NGO-driven extension, media-driven extension, so on and so forth. Now, these players can perform as per their strength, but the platform was given, by the reforms process. Now, here I should, bring in, my, overseas contact, which I, tried at, Michigan State University. Again, public-private partnership was the purposely chosen topic. Rita Sharma said that's Ramate, because this is what going to be the next decade. Public sector alone, perhaps may not be able to take a lead, and you have to have a number of private sectors, getting into extension. And she said that Salamati, when you are at Michigan, 6 months in India, why don't you capture the PPP experiments and what Dr. Chandrasekhar has laid out in Madhya Pradesh was happening in other states. I captured it, went to Michigan, and we made such arrangement that my Michigan stay was extended to Cornell and to Wisconsin. Because in earlier round, I was there in Wisconsin, with Professor Forrest. But subsequently, when we started working with Manage, the home was on the board. And Lee Home was Director Extension, subsequently Vice Chancellor of their Extension Network at Wisconsin. So Lee Home, then Michigan team, Madam Andrews, Dr. Suvedi, Dr. Ray Blasin, from Michigan. And Cornell, I had developed rapport with Dr. Vijayaraghavan, what this Fulbright Fellowship, and Dr. Raman and others, from Cornell were also on the board where I started working on PPP. It was I was satisfied with my outcome of that 6 months capturing Indian experiences and 6 months capturing US experiences. And that has given a big lead when we started promoting reforms. Now let us talk about my small little stay in RIPA, Royal Institute of Public Administration, UK. And there, it was a development management course for 4 months. I thoroughly enjoyed it because they were not talking about agriculture, but they were talking about development management principles as a theory and as a practice in public administration. Mostly, it was attended by senior bureaucrats from all over the world. I got a chance to understand the management principles and how they should be applied in our extension management. Fortunately, Coverdale program was also operated by managed during that time, and it became again a very good combination of talking about management issues in extension, because you may have extension resources schemes, but then if the management links are missing, then perhaps your technology delivery mechanism may not go through properly. And therefore, the learnings which came from managed, learnings which came from universities, learnings which came from samitis were integrated and tried to link them to Atmas and KVKs and PTTs and samitis. And that is how the extension management principles were brought in into the extension operations. Now let us talk about the things. When I was in planning commission, the director, joint commissioner, additional commissioner, Krishi Bhavan part. But now let us focus about how I viewed and supported little in my own way the extension operations while being in planning commission. Fortunately, I was lucky to have direct access with Deputy Chairman Texa, Dr. Sen, outstanding economist, Dr. Kasturirangan, who was looking at science and technology subjects, including ICR, and topmost scientists. But then Dr. Chopra was also there before Dr. Kasturirangan. So my interaction with Professor Sen, Dr. Chopra, Dr. Kasturirangan was again it was far greater learning and blessings to work with those dignitaries. When I joined Planning Commission, I was asked by Dr. Sen to give a courtesy call to Deputy Chairman Planning Commission. Big man, great economist, Finance Secretary, RBI Governor, so on and so forth. I entered and says, said, I'm Sadamati, etc., etc. He said, yes. Abhijit told me, Dr. Sen has told me that you have worked in extension, Krishi Bhavan, and you are a good scientist, a good extension worker, etc. But how quickly you will forget everything and look into planning commission's role differently. I was shocked. He started laughing, Sadamati, because planning commission's role is little different. What you supported, now you will have to cross-check. You will have to object You will have to, friendly criticize. You will have to see whether the money provided by the planning commission is utilized by the, ministries and departments properly or otherwise. And then, he said that, maybe occasionally you meet me and then I will give you the lessons about how to, how to manage the money and how to manage the programs. But Dr. Abhijit Sen was a great supporter of extension programs and activities. Only thing he said that, Sadamati, Monday to Friday you be with around me. But Saturday, Sunday, wherever you want, you go. And give me a proper feedback about, extension programs and health of agriculture programs in the country. That give me a, the big support. No restriction. Friday I can be out. Monday morning I can be in the planning commission. And that continued almost for 7 years. All states, union territories, nearly 25, 30 countries. I enjoyed that, and a little bit of professionalism in extension. I thought, we should build over a period of time. Then came in a good support to extension. Good number of missions were floated. Security mission and then horticulture mission and sharing insurance mission and so on and so forth. 7 or 8 missions were floated. I was, Dr. Sen was trying that, each mission will have an extension component. I was not satisfied. One day I met him informally and said that, why don't we have an extension mission? And there came, very strong support of, Suresh Kumar sir, who was heading our extension group, managed Sanjeev Gupta sir, and the director of extension of the ministry. We pleaded for, extension mission to get, better money and better place in agriculture development per se. And we took support of Professor Swaminathan and DG, ICR, and Dr. and Dr. Mangala. And at one point of time, when it was opposed by Dr. Sen himself, he says, no, Sadamati, because your extension is not reflecting what is wanted by the farmers. Is your Atma capturing what is wanted by the farmers at the grassroots level? Is your BTD capturing what is wanted by the farmers at the grassroots level? Is your extension VW and your extension worker in the field aware about what is happening with the small farmers, marginal farmers, progressive farmers? Are they sensitive enough? And then me, Sanjeev Gupta Sahab and Suresh Kumar Sahab pleaded to Dr. Sen, okay, sir, all your concerns we will capture in our extension mission. And then Dr. Sen, with reluctantly he agreed, but subsequently he was very happy that our extension mechanism was able to address the concerns what Dr. Sen expressed. And he wanted Sadamati and team from Planning Commission, from Krishi Bhavan, should go down and see how the provisions and extension provisions are reflecting on the ground. And I made it a point. We had a checklist developed in collaboration with MANE, developed in collaboration with the state concern. And I started enjoying working with the state planning boards, because planning commission's counterpart in the state will be a planning board and normally headed by a senior bureaucrat or a senior minister. And I will have access to talk to them about extension provisions, about extension performance, etc., etc. To get into planning commission, Madam Radha Singh played a very crucial role because she was Secretary Agriculture. I was there in planning commission, as DG sir has mentioned. I tried to put my best and try to support extension reforms in various ways. It was KVK, I was there to support. If it was Atma, I was there to support. If it was private sector extension, I was there to support. But I underlined, Dr. Montek Singh's, vision and advice. He said, support but be critical, support but appraise it properly, support but see whether it is reflecting on the ground. And small incidents. Our Patnaik sir was, Joint Secretary looking after Horticulture Mission. He comes to Planning Commission, says the Horticulture Mission is doing very well and it needs, extra allocation of about 800 or 900 crores. We had a meeting and subsequently became secretary, but as a joint secretary, he was very forceful in appealing. Dr. Sen said, okay, Sadamate and Naik Saab and horticulture people should visit couple of states and give me the report. I traveled with Patnaik Saab, to Haryana, Karnataka, Andhra, etc. with his, team. And we came out with a proposal of about 1,000 crores, and it was gladly agreed by Professor Sen, because that was the level of confidence in Sadamate's institution, in Sadamate's operation, was developed by Professor Sen and Montague Saab. Subsequently, I completed my planning commission tenure and I got back to FAO operation. Peter was heading FAO mission in Delhi. He has seen my work, and he said, "Sadamate, you be with because I had one more year to go, to come out of government." He said, "Okay, you be with the government." But he had worked with Sanjay Gupta sir that I was mostly available to FAO for their consultancy. Consultancy was granted for about year or so, partly from Krishi Bhavan, partly from FAO office, FAO local office, FAO Rome, and FAO Bangkok. I enjoyed working on an international assignment because already we had worked on reforms, worked with World Bank projects, and being in Planning Commission, I had an overview of different sectoral and sub-sectoral programs, agriculture and allied sector programs, and that came up very handy to work with FAO and then develop their country program framework, CPF. That is FAO's engagement in India for the next 5 years. I had wonderful guidance from Anand Kumar sir, who was associated after his exit from the government in the same task. I enjoyed working with them. Then while talking about consultancies, I worked on climate change issues with Dr. Shelat, and I had good number of occasions to visit these climate change conferences in different parts of the world. And IMI had also supported my outings on climate change. I reviewed their program in Bihar, Andhra, Haryana, and that is how a horizon from extension to development to climate change to management per se has improved quite a lot. Another almost 2.5 years consultancy with the World Bank project called as Niranchal with Dr. Sandeep Dave. You must have heard his name. A great administrator from Karnataka, but sold out to watershed management. And I worked with Dr. Sandeep Dave and team as a agriculture convergence expert. Because the concept there was there is a watershed, developed, developing, or underdeveloped. How to bring in different elements into that watershed? Agriculture, horticulture, animal husbandry, dairy, poultry, fishery. And again, there was World Bank support. We tried in different combinations, developed, what you call it as, matrix mode approach. What is coming through Government of India? What is coming through communities in a given watershed? What is coming through, state schemes? And then identified the gaps and tried to plug it through, World Bank support. And it reflected very well. I enjoyed that position of working as agriculture convergence expert. Maybe that was the first designation of that kind. And I worked in almost 8 or 10 states. And agriculture convergence expert meeting secretaries of agriculture, directors of agriculture. And because fortunately, World Bank support was with us. So whatever gaps we identified, tried to during long-standing, association with universities and development departments, ISAR institutes, it got strengthened and strengthened with DGs and DDGs. On ICR side, directors of extension, directors of research, and vice chancellors on university side, and commissioners of agriculture and secretaries of agriculture. They were interacting when I was in planning commission. Subsequently, when they became secretaries and APC level officers, my contact continued. And I must thank the design of a fate that I remained the director of extension, remain in touch with the states, universities, came to the ministry for about a decade. Had wonderful contact with the ministries, then development departments in the states, agriculture and allied. And when I came in the planning commission, subsequently to the FAO World Bank, I had enjoyed the rapport which built over a period of time, almost 3 years, 4 years, 3, 4 decades. I started harvesting it for the benefit of the programs. I must mention here that given the background of Deshing, my village, I had concern reflecting through my interventions, schemes and programs for the small farmers, marginal farmers, weaker sections. I was fully convinced that progressive farmer, innovative farmer needs a different kind of an intervention. Whether government provides or not, he will have it. Progressive farmer in a village, he is an institution by himself. He will get in touch with universities, the program managers, the collectorate, the SL office. The schemes and programs will flow, or he will make it flow towards him or her. But the concern which I was having was for the small farmers, marginal farmers, weaker sections, women particularly, youth, because that dimension which I thought while being in the planning commission I tried to promote, and subsequently when you are on a giving side in the planning commission on the resource allocation side, the states and implementing agencies will fall in line. Now I understand Niti Aayog has taken a different shape. They are working on various parameters, trying to track the development initiatives in a different way. I am in touch with Professor Ramesh Chand, Madam Neelam Patel, who is now occupying my position. And then, occasionally I get a chance to see and Rajiv Kumar Sabna. He's a vice president of, vice chairman of Niti Aayog, and sometimes I interact with other senior functionaries in Niti Aayog. The dimensions are changed because they want to get more into identified programs like aspirational districts, like getting back to organic farming, maintaining the equilibrium of NRM, natural resource management, promoting more of animal husbandry, dairy, poultry, fisheries, so that the income opportunities are enhanced. While speaking about the income opportunities, I'm lucky to have again got a chance to work with DG sir and Dr. Dalwai sir. We worked very hard in that report. I must have sat with DG sir in manage at least 3-4 times. Spending our all the experiences and capturing all spending all the time that we had, and capturing very basics of extension with focus on income. We have given wonderful formulations. They are available in DFI, Doubling Farmer Income Committee report. and Dr. Dalwai is now driving it. And I understand now states are also trying to capture our formulations, with focus on income. Another, story of, communication and extension. Communication nowadays, is very fast. Social media, I send a message and in a minute, message reaches to Dr. DG sir. But in 80s, when I joined ministry, we were handling with telegrams and telephones. And telephone also, yesterday connection was available only with, joint secretary, and others were trying, through telegrams. There was communication from Bihar that, the field functionaries have gone on strike. Farmers are suffering for the front of extension advice. The telegram came from Krishi Bhavan to Directorate, and it was proposed that, immediately an officer should be deputed. But somebody noticed that Dr. Amar Singh was, director training program, and he was in Patna. So we sent a telegram to Dr. Amar Singh that being there, you please see, what is the root cause of that strike, and see that, farmers advisory should be, immediately started. What happened? Telegram did not reach to Dr. Amar Singh. Dr. Amar Singh came back to Delhi, and the department officers there, they sent back the telegram to Krishi Bhavan again. The officer, the telegram was meant for Amar Singh, so it is sent here with, it came by speed post after 3-4 days. Imagine, that kind of communication. We were operating in that kind of a communication system. It was, pretty unstrained. Fortunately, now, we have, social media. Then, you have print, video, television, n number of channels, n number of, independent, Krishi channels, 24/7, with DD Krishi Bharati, so on and so forth. But Kisan call centers. Now we are, fortunate world, and I have seen in my, personal experience also that wherever communication is very strong, extension is very strong. DG sir and Jaya, finally I will say that thanks for the opportunity. I really enjoyed sharing whatever I have seen over the last 4 decades. But I must say that extension is a very complex subject. You have technology on one side and farmers on other side. And when I talk about farmers, the receivers, they are of different types. You have a small, marginal, weaker, progressive, high tech, so on and so forth. And that kind of matching, our extension fellows will have to do it. So task is very complicated. And the kind of performance we have been able to put in during my period of last, which I have seen during last 4 decades, is phenomenal. The agriculture today is looking for a different kind of jump now. See the production figures, 300 million tons. Agriculture, produce approximately again 300 plus. Milk, 200 million tons. The eggs, the meat, the fish is moving and moving and moving. Now the extension will have to have different kind of challenge on how to get into processing, value addition, generation activities, providing better marketing support, better linkage, for prices and economic opportunities to the farmer. So today's extension, I personally feel it must address the following, like providing enabling policy environment, which DG said will agree and will lead. Improving extension outreach of our different models. Each model is phenomenally had done extremely well. I do not support your substitution of A versus B. No, we need A, B, C, D. Public sector, private sector. pluralism is, day of our extension services. ICT and social media integration is another, very big challenge. And ICT is very strong. Social media is very strong. But whether, and farming community is getting reliable information, number one. Number two, are they able to retrieve it, use it, screen it properly? And if not, then, perhaps DG said, I have a submission that, we have large number of, farmer knowledge groups and farm women knowledge groups, farm youth knowledge groups promoted, through our reforms process. Marketing integration is another, big challenge. And therefore, farmer empowerment, farmer organization, farmer producer companies, etc., and how to promote them. I know, sir, DG sir is doing a national dialogue, and we may have a lot of things to debate on it. Empowerment of farmers and farm. Dr. Paroda sir is making it very clear that young farmer is not interested in the primary agriculture. Can we have a secondary type of agriculture, for youth, where he takes interest, where he compares himself, with his peers comfortably, as manager of the company, or manager of the processing firm, or a member of an organized group, because that kind of social identification he needs with the money. And more importantly, how to refine our extension operations at the block level or at the cluster level, because that is the key element now. And therefore we may have to have cluster extension plans and block extension plans. We may have to capture innovations in extension happening within the country, in the states, and abroad. And I request, DG sir, that Manish can be the repository, Samitis can be repository, KVTs can be repositories of those kind of innovations and extension. Finally, I must say that it's a beautiful sloka in Gita. There are two slokas, and I feel that somewhere near to our extension. One is, Yattada Chariti Sreshtas, chapter number 3. Yattada Chariti Sreshtas Tat Devetro Janaha Sayat Pramanam Karute Kas Tadanu Vartate. The meaning of that sloka is very simple. Whatever knowledgeable people demonstrate, others follow. And it applies very truly to extension. Whatever we do, whatever Manish flag, Samitis will copy it. Whatever Samitis will flag, Atma will copy it. But let us be, little refined in, the innovations, setting, and, cultivating those innovations. The next one is Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara. Last sloka of Gita. Tatra si Vijor Dhutir Bhava Nitir Matir Mama. Meaning thereby that wherever there is active teacher like Krishna, and wherever there is proactive student like Arjuna, if they combine, then you will have the finest result. And it applies to extension. Highly motivated extension worker, be it the faculty, be it a joint director, be it a deputy director, or be it a village extension worker, a highly motivated extension worker, and a proactive patronage, by the seniors, they will make a difference in the field. Wherever we have teachers or faculties or managers, samitis or Atma or Ataris, the way they motivate their field force, SMSAs or BTTs or private sector, it will make a large and a long and a very healthy difference to our extension programs and activities. Finally, I will say that, working in extension, I feel, sir, is a God-given opportunity. But, with the farmers, with the youth, with an extension professionals, with the small farmers, with weaker sections, with the farmer who has small ruminants, and trying to see how his life will change through our efforts. And thanks again, putting me into this Gyana Deep slot. I take it as an honor and a recognition to whatever small little things I have done for extension. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot. I stop, sir. I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the long journey of 4 decades. I think you summed it up very nicely in a very short span of time, sir. Sir, I am sure that you have many more things to share, but now let us invite some questions from the audience, sir.
Farmer is one, departments are many.
Yes, yes.
Bringing that convergence at the delivery point remains to be a challenge for extension. Probably only that point can ensure that every pie we spend on extension, every minute we invest on extension goes with 100% fruitfulness to the hands of the farmer. But that is one of the greatest challenge I am seeing. That is one thing. Second one is the extension of extension through partnership. There are several issues. We say that state, this state, one department, another department, one discipline, another discipline. So many issues are blocking this partnership. So the extension of extension, whether it is inward in terms of convergence or outward in terms of partnership, that is a great challenge before us.
Yes,
the day
yes.
we achieve this, you are a votary of partnership. So if you, the moment we achieve this, probably whatever the limited resources and people we have, we can do greater justice to farmer.
I agree with you, sir. I agree with you because these are the two very critical issues. How the convergence should happen at the micro level. But then, sir, I have just one submission that perhaps unless we move, on a matrix mode, what is available, which can be combined and provide operational flexibilities to the converging partners, then it will happen, sir. Otherwise, it appears very good, but different departments, they will have different reporting lines, they will have different auditing agencies, and therefore it needs a lot of piloting. You remember, sir, when we met Professor Swaminathan, this issue we debated, we shortlisted about 6 or 7 issues. Convergence was one of them, and then we developed a pilot. But those pilots, will have to be tested. And, maybe Rangalakshmi and DG Sir, Sadamate can, revisit that and try it, at a micro level. And, then study it as, research and extension. And that is another, sir, very good, challenge, research challenge for our extension. And as you know, sir, option kind of research has taken place in plenty. But the system interplay, convergence, then input output relationship of different extension players. These kind of research pilots, we should have, sir, and maybe manage plus Rangalakshmi, can show us a lead at least by taking one small pilot on convergence. Other things you mentioned, that extension in allied sectors, different disciplines. I have been repeating this from my Krishi Bhavan days and Planning Commission days, but things are improving. That allied sector extension. Fortunately, Atma is a good platform, KVIC is a good platform, and other sectors are also being taken care of. but a lot of refinements are required. Because as you say, farmer is one with many disciplines around. He will have crop and animals and fruit and pigs and poultry and so on and so forth. But the extension delivery is integrated to the extent possible. But some states are at it, and I believe there is scope for the institution like managed and samitis to show it in one small cluster level pilot, a refined convergence, and that is what I when I reviewed in 2020 Atma program and in 2021 whole KVT program, through ISAP. My recommendation number one will be, demonstrate the convergence and, multiply it. And I'm in touch with, DDJ Extension. He's very positive about it. And, maybe through you, I will, take it up with, Joint Secretary Madam also. Dr. Paroda is planning a bigger kind of dialogue on it. Maybe we will work the issues which you have flagged down it.
Sir, you spoke very passionately about the journey of your journey in the intentions of extension, agricultural extension. You had different responsibilities in different institutes, and the contributions you made in agricultural extension, you have narrated very well, sir. And the very challenging concept that is convergence of different schemes, different departments, and you worked as expert for that ultimately after going through many responsibilities. And sir, your hard work during the report making of doubling farmers' income, and that also you have said very passionately, sir. And about future of extension, you have given very excellent points, like how multiple agencies and multiple approaches have to remain side by side. We are not replacing one with another, but everything will exist. And then integration of services and like marketing integration and everything, all these will lead to farmers empowerment. And sir, another very interesting thing what you mentioned is, if we want the youth to remain in agriculture, and then we should not only focus on primary agriculture, but make it as a secondary agriculture. That means maybe into processing, value addition, and then some sort of enterprise. We should treat it as enterprise. And how we have to refine operations at block level and cluster level, and how institutions can work as repositories of inventions at various levels, right from block level, district level, state and national level. And very appropriately, you have quoted Gita Slokas, sir. Gita Slokas, and very much it is the right extension approach. Yeah. Sir, when you said that it is a God's given opportunity to work in extension, I can relate your journey to these words, sir, because it's definitely a God's given opportunity. And how from a humble background and to premier institutes of education, premier institute of research, and then highest institute of administration, that is Ministry of Agriculture, and then from there to Planning Commission, and then to FAO. The journey is like for an individual, for a professional, we want to climb one step from another step and to another step, and every time we look for some growth. But at the same time, while you are operating at different institutes and different responsibilities, you very passionately told about the farmers, that too about the concern for small and marginal farmers, weaker sections, women. So that remained with you as you grew in your responsibilities. And then when you said it's a God-given gift, working in extension is God's given gift. So that matches with your concerns. So thank you so much for taking us through a very long journey of extensions. In fact, it is looking like journey of extension in India. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Jaya. Thank you very much for your.
Thank you,
yeah.
sir. Actually, even I would like to take this opportunity to
Sir.
wholeheartedly thank you very much for sparing your valuable time, giving 100% of your heart and mind to every word you uttered. I don't see much difference between journey of your life and journey of extension. In fact, you started with one telegram. Today we reached another telegram, which is on par with WhatsApp. So that telegram to this telegram, the journey was fantastic. It is highly inspiring for every extension worker looking at the way a boy from Danshinge in Sangli rose to the position of advisor to agriculture in Planning Commission and to Government of India. This journey itself, whoever listens, that will give them a lot of confidence, also inspiration. These both are very much important for every extension worker in this country. Probably very difficult to give this to training program. It can we can get only through talk like this. Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
For remaining a great friend and well-wisher of Manage. And we continue to avail your services and draw inspiration from you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.